Hey, David, you know what makes our show great?
What's that, Kevin?
No ads. You know what would make it better?
What's that, Kevin?
Ads.
What if, and I'm just spitballing here, we do ads for independent creators at reasonable rates?
How reasonable?
Overly. How about $2 per episode pre-roll?
That is almost too reasonable.
Might as well go for it. Let's send everyone to the contact page for Supernatural Selection.
SupernaturalSelectionPod.com/contact?
Exactly. Just have them scroll down to the Advertise With Us section for more information.
That sounds great. Now let's record the ad.
Kevin?
Yes, David?
We just did.
Whoa. I've been reading so much fucking Dungeon Crawler Carl lately that I had to make a wallpaper that says "You will not break me."
I need to start it. Like, you've got me intrigued. It's just finding the time to sit down and read it.
It starts as a funny social commentary on video games and then turns into, why, yes, we should overthrow the government with a violent revolution.
Yeah, it's kind of like One Piece. Starts off as a fun little pirate comedy, and then it's like, okay, no, the only way to save the world is to overthrow those in power.
Yep, pretty much. That's it. That's it exactly. Hello, and welcome to Supernatural Selection. This is a three-ring shit show this week. I'm your host, Kevin. With me is Mike the Skeptic. Mike, how you doing?
I'm all right.
Yeah? Yeah? Did you enjoy your Burger King?
I guess.
Yeah?
Did you get the How to Train Your Dragon meal?
No.
Oh. What'd you get?
I got the Bacon King.
Oh, okay.
I also got the Bacon King, but with fries instead of onion rings.
Yeah, I got onion rings.
The fries were good this week, Mike. You know how they're hit or miss? They were hit this week. So
This has been Fast Food Chat with your hosts.
yeah, I feel like we're on the wrong show. Wait, no, yeah. Anyway, and we got Mr. David Davis. David, how are you?
I'm still dwelling over the fact that my mascot for my local baseball team is such a fucking downgrade from what we used to have.
He looks.
I'm rattled.
He looks like the Temu version of like a Darkwing Duck villain.
You know, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he
Could have
looks.
had a fucking cool-ass sea monster. Instead, we got, like, green Dippy Dog. Otherwise, I'm okay.
Okay.
I've had a weird fucking week, but I'm glad to be here with you guys. I love you, so...
Yeah, I'm happy we're doing this, and you won't be happy you're here in a few.
Oh, no, having read the script, no, I'm terribly upset by what we're about to endure.
Okay, and I haven't even had a chance to go through and look at your notes, so this is going to be great. Mike, are you ready?
Sure. Why not?
Okay, well, before we actually get started, I want to give a big, huge thanks to everyone that's been listening lately, both in the RSS feed for the show or on your podcast apps and on YouTube. I'm just excited anybody's watching and listening. So, you know what? Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
And secondly, we still, 5 years later, have available sponsor spots if you would like to advertise with us for, what is it, $2 a spot?
Yeah, I know that there's some other options out there, like we can work with some brands and that sort of thing, but I would prefer to, like, find people who connect with what we're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If you want to advertise on a show about the paranormal for the Nero Spicy, then you know what? Go for it with us. So this week, guys, we're going to cover a book that was introduced. Okay, that's probably not the right word. Thrust upon me by Jacob at Work.
Oh, boy.
I was lamenting the situation with the Discordians and the fact that, you know, it's just not something I'm going to handle. And I didn't have any ideas for my next episode. And he asked if I knew about the Emerald Tablets. And I told him I did not. And he told me to look it up and told me jokingly that I would become a believer. In this, he was wrong. What we have here is wonderful and terrible all at once. It's been a little while since I read a book this blatantly stupid. Guys, this week we're going to talk about the Emerald Tablets of Thoth the Atlantean. Now, also, before we go on with the sources, there are many ways to pronounce that name. Some say Thoth, some say Toth. I watched a thing with an expert on Egyptian mythology, and he pronounced it Tote. So,
Tote.
For me, I will be pronouncing it as Tote.
By the Emerald Tablets of Thoth. Okay,
Yes.
that works.
But it is spelled Thoth, so, you know,
It's
your
like
mileage...
thought with an H.
Yeah, it's thought.
An extra H.
Yeah, that hoe over there, honey. Anyway, so our sources this week, I really only have one major source, and it is the book The Emerald Tablets of Thoth the Atlantean by Maurice Doleo. It is dumb and dense, and I do not recommend it. Any other information I've had to dig around, either had to dig around or pull from my vast previous knowledge of learning about stupid shit. So, I'm going to assume that neither of you guys... I'm just going to assume you were both fortunate and had never heard of this before. I brought it to the table, right?
Yes. Other than what you subject me to at work.
Right.
Yes.
I mean, I've heard about Atlantis and like the multiple bullshit and insane theories connected to it, but not specifically any like emerald tablets.
Yeah, well, I didn't either, which is good, but also the fact that it's becoming a bigger issue. Oh, God. Well, anyway, I'd like to say that this book has no relevance today, and I would be lying, and we'll get to why at the end of this. But to start with, let's talk about what led to the book, and we'll talk about the man that wrote it. Mm-hmm. First off, the Emerald Tablets are a work based in theosophy.
Fuck.
And I'm not sure you guys are super familiar with this.
Well,
I am.
David just cursed, so obviously he knows what it is.
Okay, Mike.
You told me what it is,
Okay.
so I did not know before that.
All right, but it's what would happen if you took Eastern religions, starched and pressed it, and then sold it to white people at World Market.
It's like gentrifying like ancient Chinese secrets.
Yes.
Ancient Chinese secret, stick a coin up your butt for prosperity.
Oh, God, yeah. Use your Alex Chu bracelets. That's what you... Yeah. Oh, boy. So, there is so much more to it than that, though. And there's more to it than what I'm going to go over here. But I'm going to give you a quick rundown so we'll all be on the same page. And this whole thing, we're going to have to do episodes on damn near everything connected to this. Mm-hmm. The Theosophical movement was formally founded by Helena Blavatsky in God damn it. In 1875 in New York City. Blavatsky was going to have her own episode in the future because you kind of have to cover a woman that inspired Hitler and David Icke.
Wow.
So specifically, you're mentioning like the American context, but this thing like swept through Europe first, and then it hits America after that.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
Like, it was like the in vogue thing. Yeah, it was nuts.
H.P. Lovecraft mentioned it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So that gives you some idea how long it's been around. And the American Theosophical Society is still around. So legally, I just want to say good going, guys, I guess.
Legally speaking, in my own editorial, I'll say fuck them guys.
Well, they're not that bad. But at its core, the movement takes several ideas from Hinduism, Buddhism, and various other Eastern religions. It states that it is the foundation of a new world religion, though it itself is not a religion, and it is based on the original world religion of the ancients. Now, this original religion that dates to the root races in Atlantis is the basis for all modern religions. They're all just echoes of different aspects of this ancient original world religion. And I'll eventually do an episode on Atlantis, finally, and the root races and why they doom themselves to destruction by having sex with dinosaurs.
This would also lead to like the bizarre beliefs about Aryans, which would eventually find its way into the occult origins of Nazism.
Yes, and
it's a whole thread.
Yeah, and Mike, what was that you said about the dinosaurs here?
So I was also, I remember what I said is, so I didn't know Chuck Tingle was an Atlantean.
Oh, obviously, pounded in the butt by my own apocalypse.
Pounded in the butt by my own pet dinosaur.
Yep, named Mongo. Anyway, so I tried to do a joke about that dinosaur from Dungeon Crawler Carl at work, completely forgetting we had a dude used to work there named Mongo.
Well, he was before your time.
Yeah, but I met him.
No. Now, was Mongo just a pawn in the game of life?
Mongo just pawn in Great Game of Life. I love that.
You could be a winner.
Telegram for Mongo.
God.
Sorry.
Both of y'all and your references. You and your game, and David and his blazing saddles. There's a very select amount of that movie we can quote.
Salt of the earth.
Yeah.
Morons.
Shit.
Should I just start farting now?
Why stop at any rate? So speaking of morons, Theosophy holds that there is one absolute above all, which this is not the stupid part. A one God, if you will, from which all life and minds are merely a part, and we should treat each other with love and respect because in the end, we are all a part of the one, and we are the one.
So that is being part of the Godhead, then?
Yes. And this is actually what I did with the Errant Apprentice, so I'm like, hey, who knew?
Yep.
It also states that there are hidden secret masters, or Mahatmas, in Tibet, specifically Shambhala. They are immortal, psychic, and wise beyond knowing, and they can probably pronounce things better than I can. So
Mahatmas, that's just the rice, right?
Yep, they are rice. These masters use their psychic powers to contact special people in the world to help guide us to our destiny as one people, all living together in harmony. All differences will be thrown aside, everyone will be cool, and I guess we'll all just kind of vibe. And honestly, it's not the worst goal in the world.
Until the Fuel Society gets their hands on it.
God, man, it's like the swastika is the oldest, intentionally drawn symbol in the world, and look what they did.
Yep.
Honestly, like most religions, the ideology isn't that bad, so let's talk about this Doleo asshole and how he ruined it.
So I think the very early stages of Theosophy, with those early stages, the intent was maybe a bit more Noble-esque, but it pretty quickly got co-opted by terrible people, Blavatsky amongst them.
Oh, yeah, she was a grifter.
Yeah. Theosophy is going to have to be an episode on its own.
Yes.
There's a fine line to be drawn here, which we don't necessarily have time to get into.
Yes, we'll go over that when we tackle it, because Theosophy is fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
So, Maurice Doreal was born in 1898. And at some point, here's the thing. There's not a lot of biographical information on either of the two individuals I'm going to be talking about in this episode. So I'm doing my best with what I got, just to get that out there. But anyway, he was born in 1898. At some point, he became a part of the Theosophical movement. He also was apparently a fan of Weird Tales, the pulp magazine.
No, you and I have absolutely no idea what Weird Tales is.
None at all. Weird Tales, Mike, you know what Weird Tales was, right?
Yeah, exactly. I know exactly what it is. Totally. Don't question me on it. I'll take no questions.
It is a pulp magazine that had adventures and weird stories, and like H.P. Lovecraft and Conan both started in Weird Tales. So, anyway, he is a big fan of the pulps, Anyway, he claimed that in 1925, he visited the Great Pyramid in Giza and discovered these emerald tablets written by the being we know as Thoth. He was not a god, but an Atlantean.
Like Aquaman.
Or Namor.
Or is it Aquaman?
Or is it Namor? Namor.
Namor.
That actually not to get on a derail. That name change really didn't bother me. I was like, yeah, no,
It was great.
works.
I thought that was appropriate.
Man, I really want him back. I mean, that was the first
Another
Marvel
show.
character.
This is for another show.
Yes,
Kevin.
sorry.
I'm
God damn it, we haven't done one in a while.
You're jonesing for the outlet.
I'm jonesing. I need that plug. Anyway, in 1930, Doleo started a cult called the Brotherhood of the White Temple.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Brotherhood of the White Man. I'm like going, whoa, buddy.
That's a different group. They got hoods. Anyway, these guys are still around and their website loads like dog shit. This church basically says that they will pull the veil from your eyes, make you psychic, and show you the one true God. And of course, they also take donations.
Of course.
Now, in 1931, Maurice met two guys from Atlantis in Los Angeles.
Which is not the weirdest sentence that I would consider.
That's not even the weirdest sentence I've said in the run of this show.
That's fair.
But they took him underground to their colony under Mount Shasta. Mike, do you remember we talked about Mount Shasta some, like, during the...
like the soda?
You made that joke during the episode, but yes, during the Hollow Earth
So you would
episode.
have said Shasta McNasty, but I don't know
Yes.
what that is.
Yeah, it was a terrible TV show.
Shasta is good soda.
Yeah. I wish I could still have it. Anyway, while there, they told Maurice of the constant war with the lizard men in the Hollow Earth, and that flying saucers are mostly from either the guys in Shasta or the lizards, which this really makes me wonder if Lacerda knows about all this.
I would be hanging on to every word because this story has everything. But point of clarification here.
Hmm?
The UFO flap that kind of puts UFOs on the map like flying saucers, that's what, 1940s, 1950s?
It was literally a few weeks before Roswell in 47.
So he's learning about this shit in 1931.
But it didn't get published till the 1950s.
Yeah, that's what I'm
So,
getting at here, is that he's an unreliable piece of shit.
Oh, obviously. Yes.
Yeah.
Trust me, the tablets will let you know. So, anyway, the tablets that he found in the Great Pyramid were eventually translated because psychic powers from Thoth, and eventually published in the late 1940s or early 1950s, most likely the early 1950s. We don't actually know which. And Doleo died in 1963.
Did the lizard people get him?
I fucking hope. I hope they ate him. I hope Lacerda just ate him and then sunned on a rock.
You know, that's queen move.
Yeah.
You know, good for her.
Pretty much.
Go off, queen.
Like a
Go off,
mantis.
queen.
Like a mantis, just eat his head off. But anyway, for legal reasons, I am in no way implying that the church as it currently exists is a grift. The current church sells books, but they also have a ton of free literature available on the site. They seem to just basically be trying to spread word. And I'll just say that isn't how this whole thing started. I'm saying that Doleo had schemes.
Now, how can it be a scheme when they offer free literature? I think you're jumping to conclusions, Brandon.
See, it's a jump to conclusions, Matt. No,
Wrong show.
Yep. No, I know. But it's, I don't know. Anyway, we're going to continue with the tablets before we take our first break. So, we're going to dive into these tablets. And at the beginning of the book, it is stated that there are 10 tablets. All right? 10. 10 tablets. We're all clear on the number 10. Mike?
5 times 2, 10.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mike, 10.
1-0.
Uh-huh. Great.
As in how many fingers I have and
Right.
the general person has.
Right. Great. Perfect. We're all caught up. Now, let's dive into these 15 10 tablets.
Now, are we sure he didn't mean at least 10?
No, he was very specific. There are 10 tablets. Now, here's the 15 tablets.
Well, what if he was like, between 10 and 20 tablets?
This is like the countdown from Holy Grail.
Pull open the book and fucking read
I know,
the sentence
Kevin,
where he says 10 tablets.
He was missing a little nomenclature. He meant, I'm trying to think of how you express this. I can't. I was trying to think of the mathematical expression where you can do like 10 to the negative something power that would make it half, or make it 10 to the 1.5.
I don't do jokes in base
powers.
13.
But yeah, I was trying to think of that, but
yeah.
I couldn't get the math to work.
No, it's cool. I understand.
But so just missing that little. You can easily overlook those little numbers that are written smaller, like the degrees, right next to the 10.
Yeah.
It's so funny that it probably
something power.
It's 10.5.
It's very funny to me that it probably just says, now to discuss the 10 tablets, and then the very next chapter heading is the 15 tablets.
That's more or less what happened, yes.
So did this person not, like, I don't know, proofread?
This man has the grasp on math that a student from Jackson Public Schools has, which is me.
You do, Kevin, you found the problem, so you're ahead of the game there.
Yeah, that's true. So let's talk about these 1510 tablets, shall we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That just, you hurt me.
Yeah, I know. I hurt me too.
Is it 15 sets of 10?
No, it is just 15.
It's 10 times 1.5.
I guess. Anyway, the history of Thoth the Atlantean is tablet 1.
What is the... what do you get when you add 10 plus 15?
25.
42.
No. Anyway, this first tablet deals with the life story of Thoth, which is kinda a lot.
Oh, shit.
Thoth was the most awesomest dude who ever lived, ever, and the Godhead came and taught him how to not die. Now, please pay attention for coming contradictions through this whole thing.
Now, I heard he was so cool he could kick the cap off a water bottle without knocking the bottle over. Is that true?
I don't know, but I heard motherfucker had like 30 goddamn dicks.
I thought that was George Washington.
Yes! Thank you, Mike. Oh, man. So, shit.
Fighting for fun.
I hit my own tickle button. Anyway, so Thoth was also the wisest dude who ever lived, and he used science magic to go to space and shit. Now, we all there?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right.
Look,
just want to make sure y'all didn't die.
No.
Like, my brain died a little bit, I'll be
Okay.
honest.
All right. So, Atlantis sank due to sin. Again, most likely fucking dinosaurs, since that seems to be the theosophy line.
But it's my dinosaur.
I know. But Thoth rounded up his best white buddies, and he took them to a place called Kim. Now, Kim is what we call Egypt today. All right, so we're about to get into the racist part, okay? Everybody strap in.
All right, so you're paraphrasing from the book now, correct?
No, not exactly.
Oh, boy.
Nope. His big white buddies and him go to Africa. So, Egypt was full of primitive and violent brown people, and they threatened to kill Thoth and his Atlanteans. So, Thoth used his science magic to vibrate at them and told them he was a god. And apparently vibrating was real fucking cool, so they worshipped him.
Okay, look, it's cool when the Flash does it.
Oh, man. So now
he just gyrates towards them.
Oh, thank you very much. Now, one of the quotes to them from Thoth is, "Until obeying the commandments of the Master, who while sleeping yet lives eternally." Remember when I said he read a lot of weird tales? H.P. Lovecraft much?
Well, the racism is there for sure.
I didn't make that connection at first, but yeah, you're right. So, after this, his vibrating at the Africans, Thoth establishes civilization in Kim, and then sent the other Atlanteans out to South America and Mount Shasta in the Middle East to spread their dinosaur fucking ways and to subjugate brown people. And of course, this is why we have pyramids everywhere.
Especially Mount Shasta, apparently, which I assure you is a real thing that was put together by the Center for Soul Evolution. I got links to it in the doc.
Really?
There's a Mount Shasta pyramid.
Great. Fantastic. Good. The savory goodness.
That is good.
Yeah,
and
good and right. Yes. Now, speaking of the Great Pyramid, it was built with a crystal. God,
Crystal. Mumbies.
God, me and my fucking
Supersatural.
Snooper Satchel collection. Anyway, the Great Pyramid was built with a crystal in the center to hold open the portal beneath it with a big door. Now, Thoth built all this so he could blast his way into the afterlife to hang out with a dweller in darkness. Now, that sound familiar, David?
Yeah, I can't tell if you're being snippy with the Dweller in Darkness here, or if this is like a legitimate
This
element
is a
to all of
direct
this.
quote.
It literally called the Dweller in Darkness.
Yep.
Fuck you, I don't believe you.
Yep. Oh, hey, do you want to hang out with the Dweller in Darkness or Thoth? Good news. All you have to do is starve yourself for a few days and then lay in a sarcophagus in the pyramid and meditate. Also, this is how you get the pyramid to give you the secrets of science magic.
This sounds like a fucking scene in the Vampire Chronicles.
But, like, seriously,
Oh,
I am summarizing, but there is nothing I've made up in this.
Fucking hells.
Yeah. Fantastic, isn't it, guys?
Sure, why not?
So tablet 2 is called the Halls of Amenti. I'm waiting for jokes.
You said throne of was something.
The halls
of
of medicine.
minty fresh
The,
Listerine.
the halls of a minty freshness. Anyway, tablet 2 deals with the whole weird theology of this thing.
So it's getting weird now.
You have no fucking idea. So, once upon a time, the children of light came down to Earth from space or another dimension, and they blasted out hollow chambers in the Earth, filled those chambers with life, and then made a huge chamber for themselves.
So we're just going to start a whole ass story just like that, huh?
Why not? Fucking Mist did.
Earth was a donut and they filled it.
Yep, that's it. In this chamber that they made for themselves, they bask in the cold fire of life as they sit, dead but dreaming.
Fuck.
Again, there's going to be a shitload of plagiarism in this fucking book. So, there's 32 of these assholes, and while they're sitting there, they incarnate into human bodies to guide humanity, and I guess they're the secret masters. I don't fucking know. So this light I mentioned is the flower of light and life. And there are 7 dudes in the flower. And they're sort of in a higher dimension, and they guide the 32, which guide us.
So by 7 and 32, you clearly mean 12 and 43 based on how the tablets are counted.
I wish that was not true. Because this is going to get way worse with the numbering. That Mike knows this numbering thing is an issue. Anyway, so these 7 dudes live in a flower. And then in the very next paragraph, there are 9. There are 9 dudes living in the flower. And Thoth begins talking about all 9 of these 7 dudes.
7 of 9, huh?
Yeah. I'm glad you made the joke, Mike. I didn't want to. Anyway, what comes next is very Randolph Carter and the Gates of the Silver Key. The dweller takes Thoth to the flower, where the dweller then merges with one of the 9-7. It then tells Thoth that he is, again, the awesomest dude. He is then made even more immortal and can die whenever he feels like it.
Like DJ Khaled, he's suffering from success.
I'm just so tired of living. God the size of a planet.
Oh, God. Yes, thank you.
I'm just going to go off myself now.
Yes, thank you, Marvin. So the Dweller then takes Thoth to a different chamber, the Halls of Death,
Hell yeah.
where Death/Nyarlathotep is. He does not use the name Nyarlathotep, but the description is Nyarlathotep. And the Dweller then tells Death/Nyarlathotep, hey man, hands off Thoth, bro. Thoth is then instructed to take an eternal job in the world of man, and Thoth decides to be a teacher. What a dumbass.
Speaking as a teacher, I agree.
Yeah, I figured you would.
Look, you're immortal like that. You can make cheddar work. You can. Long-term investments become really short-term.
Yeah, but there's no money yet because everybody's just fucking dinosaurs.
Well, true.
Yeah. Now, after the first two, most of the narrative disappears and we get into the bullshit and double talk. So
we're not there yet. Is what
oh
you're
no,
saying.
oh no, and we're gonna take a break before we get into the bullshit and double talk, the true bullshit and double talk.
So we're doing a 5-7 minute break.
So
yes.
So we're talking about like the 13 talks of the 64 triple talks.
Again, y'all think you're joking. Y'all think you're being funny.
We are.
But you'll see.
We're hilarious.
Oh.
Remember the Nintendo 76?
Fuck you.
Yeah, it played Fallout Switch.
Okay. We're going to take a break, and we will be right back after this. Hey, Kevin here. Hope you're enjoying the episode.
Hey, who are you talking to, Kevin?
Listeners of our shows, I also want to let them know that if they're enjoying what we've been doing, they can support us on Patreon.
Oh, Patreon. Were you going to tell them about the early episodes? Also, Patreon exclusive episodes that can be found there too?
Well, yeah, I was going to do the
whole yeah, and then there's the other cool stuff, including art, merch for subscribers, like tote bags, hoodies, shirts, mugs.
Yeah, and
can you believe people could support us for only $5 a month? You're definitely going to mention that too, right?
I was. Support Supernatural Selection and the Distraction Hole on Patreon for as little as $5 a month. Visit patreon.supernaturalselectionpod.com to learn more and get started today. And we're back. So, how are you guys feeling so far about this numerically dyslexic dumb sumbitch?
I don't know. I'm numb. So.
I want to hear more about the Slee Stacks.
You know, we'll get there. We're actually going to get to the Slee Stacks. So the third tablet.
Fifth.
Yes. Thank you, Bedivere. Tablet 3, the Key of Wisdom. And it is the stupidest fucking thing in the world. I'm going to cite a few quotes from it, and we'll discuss as we go and move on. So, first quote. Well, actually, also I need to point out here that the problem with this book and many others is it is written in the style of the Bible by an idiot. So it is extremely difficult to read. Kind of like the Book of Mormon. So, again, quotes to follow.
The Gospel of Alfred E. Newman.
I feel like that would be better. All right, so first quote. I'm trying to decide which voice to use for these, but since my throat's a little crazy. Let he who would be free from the bonds of darkness first divine the material from the immaterial, the fire from the earth. For know ye that as earth descends to earth, so also fire ascends unto fire and becomes one with the fire.
Don't you know how they keep starting fires?
Yeah. What is a good response as well. This next one. Remember, which there's a lot of hear me, oh man, and remember, oh man.
Hey, bitch.
Oh, man.
Basically, gather round me, boys, gather round. Remember, O man, that all which exists is only another form of that which exists not. Everything that has being is passing into yet another being, and thou thyself are not an exception.
So you exist and you don't exist.
Yeah,
So to be or not to be.
that is the question.
No, that's the quote.
Yep. Okay, fair. Life they have in them, yet life that is not life. Free from all are the lords of all.
It's like, Dark Side looking for the anti-life equation.
What about the Lords of Acid?
This
This makes the New Testament look lucid and not at all contradictory.
I know. It is mind pummeling. It is like your brain is a speed bag and the book is the punches. Like and this is indicative of the entire book. And I read all of it. I feel like I deserve a thank you or something.
No, because you're subjecting us to it.
Okay. All right, that's fair. So let's move on to tablet 4. The Spaceborne. What's it?
Well, okay, so you got fucked up in the number 2 because I'm looking at the script here under tablet 4 and you write tablet 7.
Oh, man, I did, didn't I? I had 7 on the brain because I kept thinking about those 7 dudes that were 9 dudes. Okay, so
I didn't even have to make a joke there.
tablet 4, sir. Anyway, so tablet 4, the Spaceborne, is Thoth going on an overly verbose psychic tour of the cosmos. He finds that most of what's out there in space are either super advanced space brothers, like from the 50s, or reptilians. And he talks about them having contact with Atlantis and his people in Kim, and how lots of both came to live in the Hollow Earth, mostly the lizards.
Sounds like he's the first psyker.
I think he may be the Emperor of Mankind. Mike,
Yeah,
is that track?
sure.
Thoth's the Emperor of Mankind?
I mean, don't they also treat the Emperor of Mankind like the coolest fucking dude ever?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
No, I think Toad's lamer than, the Emperor.
I feel like Thoth's
Not that the
quote-
Emperor's a cool guy. I mean, he's a genocidal, psychotic.
Oh yeah,
corpse.
he's
Don't let the Imperium hear you say that.
It's Space Hitler, but here's the thing about Thoth. He's so lame. I actually want to do the quotes like this, but my throat would go out. Life they have in them, yet life that is not life, free from all the lords of all.
I just felt my testicles retract back into my body. That was horrific.
That's why I didn't do that voice. We're lucky.
Oh, I felt that.
Okay, good. I'm glad. Tablet 5, which is in
7.
fact Tablet 5, the Dweller of Unal.
Oh, we're doing Unal tonight.
He never-
This is the, 8th flavor.
He never talks about what Unal is, really. From what I can gather, this is the beginning of outright plagiarism, though. Doleo begins rewording concepts from the Cthulhu mythos.
Fuck.
This tablet in particular talks about the gate and the key, and the gate is the key, and the endless spheres, and it's Yog-Sothoth. It's fucking Yog-Sothoth. I get the feeling he was really into Lovecraft's dream cycle stories.
Could you imagine an alternate world where instead of L. Ron Hubbard establishing Scientology, August Derleth goes fucking insane and starts a Lovecraft religion? This is it.
I don't know that he wasn't insane. He just wasn't that good of a businessman.
Yeah, no, that's fair. But
Yeah.
I just imagine, just that little tweak and, this
Oh.
could have been Scientology.
Yeah, like one dude in ancient Egypt turned left, and August Derleth becomes the cultist. That'd be kind of a neat story to write, actually.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Fuck
you should do that. Anyway,
You do it. I'm bitter.
no, that's all right. Fine. Tablet 6, the key.
7.
No, the key of magic. This is full of more double talk, but it
Triple
tells...
talk.
I'm going to kill
I'm
you.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's full of more double talk, but it tells you how to banish the lizard men, which is basically imagine fire, tell them to leave, and just know that they will, in fact, leave.
Well, that was easy.
I want to try that with people. Just in my head going, go away. Go away.
You're the Madeline Kahn character in Clue. Flames around my face.
So, Tablet 7, the 7 Lords. You know, all 9 of them, yes. So, for many pages, Doleo explains about all 9 of the 7 Lords in the Flower of Light and Life. This whole tablet amazed me because not only did he never once describe any of the lords or their names or what they do, he did so with such a limited vocabulary that I may need medical help for cognitive decline after reading it. He talks constantly about light and fire and shadow and the law that governs all through the law. All he does is repeat these words over and over and over and over about all 9 of the 7 lords. Jesus, fuck my brain.
I mean, you could easily work some of this shit into a Judge Dredd story.
I am the law.
The law.
So, Tablet 8, the Key of Mysteries. Oh boy. This next tablet, the Key of Mysteries, is extremely important to the modern world, guys.
Okay.
First off, it explains about the lizard men in the Hollow Earth and their insidious plans to guide us into darkness and rule the world. Their plan involves anything to distract us from enlightenment, like money and the media and it's Jews. It is fucking Jews. Every goddamn time we talk about lizard people, it is probably going to be someone's anti-Semitic bullshit masked as reptiles. If you don't know what we're talking about by that, you need to listen to the show better.
Like, is it problematic that our bingo card has Jews as the free space?
Yeah, it is. It kind of is. I mean, probably the most famous fan of this book in the world that latched on to this chapter more than any other part of the book and more than expected. This is where David Icke got the reptilians from, basically. Again, this book has been around since the 1950s. And that's just the first half of the chapter. But this is where David Icke got lizard men. The Emerald Tablets of Thoth. So, fuck this book. Now, the next half of the chapter talks about Thoth journeying through time using his psychic science magic.
Like the Doctor.
Sure, if the TARDIS is just him falling asleep. Anyway,
I'm assuming they have a bedroom.
I guess. I don't know that the Doctor does. They've hinted that he doesn't.
That's
But
fair.
what follows is a complete and absolute retelling of Frank Belknap Long's The Hounds of Tindalos, but with Thoth as the main character. Now, if you are listening and you are not familiar, the story involves a guy basically dropping acid and mentally traveling back in time. And it goes so far back that he passes out of our curved space-time into the angled reality beyond, and there he sees creatures he calls the Hounds of Tindalos, but they are not dogs. And when he comes back, he is panicked and uses plaster of Paris to cover every angle in his room to make it completely rounded off. Now, the hounds being from angled space, they can come out of any angle or corner to hunt you once they get your scent. Now, the story ends with his drained skin being found next to some weird blue mucus after an earthquake knocked some of the plaster down and a hound came through.
We've always asked who let the dogs out, but only now do we truly see the consequences of their release.
And it was Thoth.
Thoth let the dogs out.
Okay, anyway, so imagine that story, but with Thoth. And when the hounds come through, Thoth kicks their asses with science, magic, karate skills, and magic spells. He's just such a fucking Mary Sue.
I don't know, it seems kind of fun.
I guess, but now, by coincidence, I had just read The Hounds of Tindalos the week before starting researching this episode, so it was fresh in my mind. I was like, you motherfucker.
Also, nerd.
Yeah, okay, fuck off. He never calls them Hounds of Tindalos, but hounds in all capital letters. And it's the exact same story, like right down to the curved space-time and going into the angles beyond. I was like, you fucking plagiarist asshole. What is this, a college paper? That's a joke for you there, David.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Mike, how you feeling about all this so far?
I want to shove him in a tote bag.
And then, like, throw him in a river?
Off a cliff.
Into a river.
No, into like an ocean.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, the river doesn't have to be there.
Okay.
Jagged, sharp rocks.
Okay.
Yes.
That's,
on fire.
Yes. Burn the tote bag.
Bears
And they're
that
lizard
are on
people.
fire. The bears have bees in their mouths, so when they eat you, the bees are stinging you, and you're on fire.
And there's our
and you're shattered on the rocks.
And there's our Simpsons reference.
Yes.
Oh, boy. While you were doing that, I should have taken the drink of water. Anyway.
No, because you might have spit it out.
Yeah, it's true. Tablet 9, the key
10.
of freedom of space.
What about the terrible secret of space?
Oh, we'll get there. David, you were going to say something?
Yeah, I said 10.
10. No, 9.
9, sir.
Tablet 9 is the key of freedom of space, and this is where Thoth tells you that you can travel through space just like he did on the previous tablets. It explains that it is done through mind transference into different bodies.
Oh, that's all.
And it is somewhat similar to the Silver Key story by Lovecraft and its sequel, where Randolph Carter explores other worlds through other aspects of himself.
Kevin, you're just relaying every shitty fanfic that this guy has ever written at this point.
I know.
That's all this is. It's just shitty fanfic.
It's shitty fanfic, and that means the end of this episode will doubly piss you off.
And then, as far as like traveling through space, I find Quantum Leap traveling through space to be kind of boring.
Yeah, I want to go. I don't want to mentally go. That's
Put
total
me in a
recall.
goddamn starship, goddammit.
Yeah. Mike, would you mentally travel through space, or do you want a spaceship?
Look, if I don't have a place I keep my awesome alien stuff, what's the point?
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Okay, 10.
Space RV.
Not your friend in the Winnebago. Oh, boy. So, 10, the key of time. And I'm not talking about the Tom Baker Doctor Who serial before anyone asks. This part is essentially the H.P. Lovecraft story, The Shadow Out of Time. It describes traveling like before, but through time, like the great race of Yith. It also talks more about Yog-Sothoth and the gate and the key. It also, like all the other tablets, goes on and on about light and law and shadows and flame.
And what it did that day, and how much Becky pissed it off, and that damn Becky.
Fuck you, Becky.
So you mentioned the Yith and Yog-Sothoth. Is this a bit, or are they actually named in the text?
Oh, no, they're never named in the text.
So it's like we got Yog Sothoth at home.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
dodges it, but like if you've read enough Lovecraft, you're going, you son of a bitch, the whole time. Yeah. So tablet 11 is the key to above and below.
How many fucking keys are on this key ring?
I'm guessing fucking 15. I mean,
Well,
there could
you'd
be
wrong
9.
because it's 17.
Oh, goddamn. This dude.
32. Hut.
Shit. Now, in this one, Thoth talks about the secrets of the great race. And I was confused on if he meant the Yithians or white people. But then he started talking about psychic time travel again, so I'm guessing it was Yith.
Well, I mean, in the case of woo-woo racists, this could also just be white people.
I mean, of
Like
course
the
they're
Aryans.
Yeah. Time traveling mental white people. Now, this talks about him time traveling into the past to jumpstart humanity's development, which earlier he attributed to the 32 Lords of Light.
It kind of reminds me of a joke.
Yeah?
How many Lords of Light do you need to develop humanity?
How many?
Tote.
Fuck you. That's terrible. So Thoth then talks about traveling the stars again, but this time he contacts the fucking great old ones by name and gains their knowledge to share with humanity, which that's usually a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
Mike, you've played my Call of Cthulhu games.
Yeah,
You know that's a bad idea.
sure.
So, we are now at tablet 12. The law of cause and effect and the key of prophecy.
All these sound like fucking like young adult book titles.
Yeah, no, it sounds like the
Randolph Carter and the Key of Prophecy.
or a Dr. Seuss book.
A little bit.
Seussical the Musical featuring racist bullshit. Anyway, this excuse me, this tablet is more bullshit than double talk. But this time, he talks about causality and cause and effect like no one's ever heard of it, and it's some groundbreaking fucking discovery. Like, this dude seriously acts like it is a huge revelation that if you do something, things happen afterwards. In order.
It's like he's really high. It's like 2 a.m. He's staring at his ceiling. It's like, what if we were all connected?
Yeah, it's like one of those things where you're making notes while you're high and then you read it the next day and it just says, what if flowers but air?
Perfume.
Yeah, you got it. Okay, great. So Thoth says that the future is not set and is completely unknowable. And then immediately says you can see the unchangeable future by staring into the fucking sun like a dumbass.
I mean, you can change your ability to see in the future, at least.
True, but I want us to really grasp that.
Yeah.
The future is not set and is unknowable.
Starts off as Doc Brown.
Here's how to see this unchangeable future.
I wonder how many people he duped into damaging their eyesight with that.
Oh, I don't know, but it reminds me of the vacant lot sketch where he bought the Eclipser glasses.
Yeah.
And they were just magnifying glasses.
But sadly, the number is greater than 0.
Oh, it's got to be.
Many corneas were damaged that day.
This book has single-handedly blinded at least one person.
I am a veteran of the Great Retina War. So the next part of that tablet was so intensely stupid, I only have one thing written in my notebook. Which, yes, I still do make physical notes. And I will simply read it out for you here, unedited and unaltered. Fucking Conan is real.
Of course he is.
Crumb.
He hosts a late-night talk show.
Wrong Conan.
No, that's the only one that's real.
He literally goes into Hyperborea is real, Cimmeria is real, talks about all the stuff that Robert E. Howard wrote about in Weird Tales Slightly altered.
I mean, in an ideal world, he would have been able to like write some stories and send them to Weird Tales, and that's all he would have ever done.
Yeah. But he couldn't come
Would
up
they have
with his
been
own
derivative
ideas.
as shit?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, it would have been like Cronan.
Right?
Get your ass to Mars.
The Great
that's-
Juthulu.
Oh, God, no.
That's wrong.
That's bad.
Schwarzenegger movie.
Even Lovecraft will be like, too far, man, too far.
Right.
So tablet...
Like, I'm racist, but that's too obvious.
Yes. By the way, have you met my cat?
Oh, God.
So, tablet 13, the keys of life and death. At this stage, Doleo is running out of ideas. So he simply re-explains the flower of life and the Nyarlathotep death thing, and that you too can be awesome like Thoth and die when you feel like it.
I mean,
He's really trying to pad out the page count here, I guess. Probably a lot of adverbs, and as I stated earlier...
No.
well, you're gonna want to end your own life after you're blinded yourself staring into the sun.
Yeah, this book really kind of goes, you should kill yourself. Thoth did. You
He's
should kill
cool as
yourself.
hell.
Yeah, suicide's badass. All right, so the next two chapters, I have different names depending on the copy of the book you have, which is stupid.
That's stupid.
Yes.
Everything else, you're like, okay, fine, but no, that's stupid.
Well, it's like, at least be consistent, but then I remember the numbering system, and I'm like, why start now? So, tablet 14, Supplementary Atlantis.
Take once daily.
So, thank you, Mike. So, apparently Earth is a portal guarded by the Great Old Ones from the Cthulhu mythos.
So again, is this a bit, or does he mention the mythos?
No, well, not directly, except for the fact that he mentions the Great Old Ones.
So he literally says the Great Old Ones.
Yes.
Fuck this guy.
Fuck this guy so hard. And then he suddenly, he drops every single bit of the theology he has spoken of with the Lords of Light and the mythos and Yog-Sothoth and all that, and just starts referring to every Egyptian god he can think of. I think at this point, Doleo realized he'd forgotten to link it back to ancient Egypt with the whole Thoth thing, and he had to make an editorial decision, which is stupid.
The smartest move is to not put yourself into a position like that in the first place. Fuck.
Yeah, and you can do a second draft unless you're running out of paper.
I don't think he's a second draft kind of writer.
I would gather as much from having read this shit. Also, I have to steel myself for this one, guys. I'm sorry. Now there are 42 of the 9 lords, which is up from the 14 of the page just before that.
God damn it.
So to review, there are now 42 of the 7 lords of light in the Flower of Life now.
I really want to know what his writing process was for all this. Like, did he have anyone test read this that wasn't his goldfish?
It's so hard. I just imagine he smashed himself in the forehead with a claw hammer like 3 times. I don't know. Just the numbering. I don't know. There's a part of me that's like really upset about it, but then like, since it's so late in the book, I'm glad he went like balls deep into the shitty numbering.
Like, it's literally Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing, but back in the 40s.
Yeah, I don't even know how he got this published. Mike, how are you feeling about the numbering?
Numbers don't exist, man.
Yeah, you can't own numbers.
Government made it up in 1972 to keep us down.
And then they tried to push the metric system.
That's when they invented taxes.
Yeah. So, tablet 15. The last of the 10 tablets. God damn it. Supplementary Secrets of Secrets. This tablet discusses the fact that we, as living beings, run on magnets.
Oh.
And magnetism and the aether and shit.
Alex Cho will be happy.
Won't he?
Yes.
We're all super magical.
Can I be a magical girl?
Sure, go for it.
Sweet.
Also, light and life are in fire and law and shadow and shit. Be good, stay in drugs, don't do school.
Exactly.
It's like the cherry on top of a beef ravioli sundae.
I wasn't expecting that.
Kevin just now realized you got that saying wrong. It's be drugs, good school, drugs, yes.
No. I'm doing it how I did it because if I do anything worse, I'll really lose my mind. Now, eventually, I'm going to circle back. And by the way, it just ends abruptly at that 15th tablet.
And it just kind of ends.
There's
Okay.
There's no afterword. There's no author notes. It is just completely handled like dope.
So I think he used 10 as a placeholder and started writing 10 tablets, then got to 15 and then forgot about everything and just kept going on the next chapter.
I'm going to press publish.
I'm going to just stand by my claw hammer theory.
No, you wouldn't use this much, punctuation and words if the claw hammer had come into effect.
Yeah, but we're going to talk about modern grift with this a little bit. And eventually, I would like to circle back with David, and we can team up and redo the David Icke episode. The way we do, because now we go much more in depth with this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But for now, just know that this book leads directly to David Icke's bullshit and, basically Donald Trump getting elected.
Also, don't rope me into your bullshit. I got all my magical shit I'm doing right now.
Oh, I know. But David Icke's not the only one. Also, like I said before, there's not a lot of biographical data on some of these folks. So I apologize for the sketchy info on Doleo and on this next guy, who is named Billy Camrick Carson II. Now, Billy Carson was born in 1971 in Queens, and I know this kind of guy.
Well, I mean, you have to say his full name. He has one of those names where you have to say every single name in it.
Well, here's the thing. Everywhere on his website, it says Billy Carson.
Well, he's wrong.
Wow. Wow.
I mean, listen to that name. Billy Camrick Carson II. That's like
It is. It's one of those names. It sounds like when they're calling... I don't know. I'm running out of brain. Anyway, he was born in 1971 in Queens, and I know this kind of guy. And to get that point across, I'm going to quote his article on Wikipedia.
What the fuck?
Which is the only source on him I can find with any information.
What the fuck is Wikipedia?
It is Wikipedia, but not edited. You can't edit it as a reader. Only their editorial staff can edit. So, biased Wikipedia. Trust me, it paints a very positive picture of Mr. Carson. Billy Camrick Carson II, born September 4th, 1971, is an American entrepreneur, author, music artist, television host, producer, actor, director, and expert in ancient civilizations. He is the founder of Bidden Knowledge TV, a TV network known for showcasing conscious documentaries and shows. He is also the co-founder of the First Class Space Agency and its subsidiary, United Family of Anomaly Hunters.
Oh, and that acronym is UFA.
Yeah, UFA.
I do also want to say that his name also sounds like that of a damn fine regional wrestler pre-WWF.
Billy Cameron Carson II. He comes out in
here
overalls.
comes Billy Cameron Carson II with the steel chair.
Yep. So this is the kind of guy that starts a ton of businesses and never managed to keep any of them running. And he pads out his resume with exaggerated versions of his actual accomplishments, like being a line producer on public access. Producer.
Yeah, no, or like he's doing he's watching a 7-Eleven on like night shift, and he's like all of a sudden a security expert.
Yes. I've known these guys, and they have tried to rope me into a few schemes, and I have always stayed clear of them because it typically ends in heartbreak.
Or jail time.
That too. So Billy has a website mentioned up there called biddenknowledge.tv. And it is where he talks about ancient aliens and alternative history. And yes, he's been on Rogan. He also talks about the Emerald Tablets of Thoth holding the truth about reality and how it can help you plan for the future. You can, of course, find all of this in his books, which he will gladly sell to you from his website.
Yeah, I say we take their money if they want to advertise on our show. You know, also, I want a show on forbiddenknowledge.tv.
Yeah, I mean, we'll take the money.
Yeah.
I mean, they won't be well-made ads, but they'll be ads. I just want to remind everyone, legally, I am not accusing Billy Carson of any wrongdoing. What I am saying is that he is using a book written in the 1950s by a plagiarizing grifter to tell people how the world really works. You are, as always, free to make your own conclusions.
Now, Kevin, have you grown more skeptical the longer we've done this show?
On some things, yes, because, oh my God, the grift is deep.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to say that, you know, in my own editorial capacity and not the opinion of this show or either of the other hosts, this Billy guy sounds like an asshole grifter that should have his face kicked in and put in jail.
Wow, damn, son, that's a little harsh, but okay. It's.
I mean, when you take people's money that obviously they don't have a lot of money.
Again, Mike is editorializing.
Yes.
Mr. Carson is litigious, and I would like to point out that it is not the opinion of the show.
He can sue me. Come on, sue
all
me.
the money you don't have. Yes,
Exactly. We don't have
Meanwhile,
any money,
please advertise with us. I would love to write copy
Yes.
for an advertisement for forbiddenknowledge.tv.
Shit.
Well,
man.
if he sues us, then we can, you know, use that as press release. You know, asshole.
The show's
sues.
so dangerous. Billy Carson sued.
Yeah. we like get on Rogan with that. No, we can't.
I don't want to get on Rogan.
He's
So-
too greasy.
I'd go on Rogan and just like, you know, knock him in the dirt with, you know, knowledge.
I'd just be sitting there going, God, you're fucking ugly.
I don't want him to eat a cockroach. See if I can get him to eat a cockroach.
Oh, you want to fear factor him. Okay.
Yes.
So, guys, what have we learned today?
Absolutely nothing of value.
I know I've learned that the cycle of grift is unending. I have learned that it's easier to steal someone else's ideas, stick them in a blender, and make a religion out of it than to take some mind-altering chemicals and come up with the shit yourself.
Now, when did we start talking about L. Ron Hubbard?
That's a fair point.
Look, it just once again points to the fact that we have way too many scruples and morals.
Yeah, we
You know how much money we'd have if we were.
Oh, if I was an
Terrible
asshole. But I've also learned that today people are more willing to believe in dumb shit without question.
I don't think that's a day thing.
That makes me sad. How about you guys? What do you think?
I don't think it's a today thing.
That's fair.
I mean, it's just a thing that's gone on. It's a little more.
I think it's the reach of the information that's changed. How's that? Like, because now you can find it easily as compared to, say, having to go to the local bookshop and find the
I don't know
wacko section.
These people, gravitated to that stuff wherever it was.
We don't punish ignorance enough.
Yeah,
That I agree completely.
I don't know. I think it should be more of the carrot thing. I think we should reward, curiosity and,
But putting in effort is fake and gay.
More. I know.
Oh, damn it.
I know.
Stop talking about something awful.
That's some liberal shit right there.
You woke Superman.
Right?
Why are all the facts woke? That's just so weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
I personally think this is by far one of the dumber things I've ever heard against my will for this show.
Really?
Yeah, no, this is the one where I'm like, you know what? No, this is stupid.
Still not quite Time Cube.
I wasn't there for Time Cube, admittedly.
I know.
Yeah, that's true. But
Did you listen to Time Cube?
Yes, I did, and it's stupid, but this is the one. I clicked the podcast to listen to Time Cube, so I willingly chose it. Here I'm not.
Oh, you're kind of.
Yeah, but is it?
subjected.
I mean, you could have hung up.
Worse than the Electric Universe and like the Purple Dawn of Creation and all that we did?
Again, this is kind of against my will here. I at least subscribe to Time Cube, so
okay.
I listened
all
to
right.
it. But yeah, no. Again, this is very, very stupid, Kevin.
It is. No argument there. It is one of the dumber things I've talked about in a long time.
And incredibly mathematically inconsistent.
Yeah. Oh, man.
To say the person had a loose grasp on numerals is quite generous.
So, out of our 5 seasons, this is the
7.
dumbest one we've done in 8 seasons.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
And 16 years from now, we'll remember this show we did 8 years ago.
Yes.
We're just 19 guys talking about weird shit.
Yes.
I want a hamburger from 32 guys.
Oh. Oh, God.
Yeah, the price of eggs, $13 doesn't. Oh, wait. That's real.
Here's the thing. When I was reading this, I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it through this. There are 15 of these 10 tablets. Oh, I'm going to finish this. Okay. All right. That got me. I thought I wasn't going to make it, but here we are. Oh, God, I feel stupider. Yeah. Somebody at work asked me, hey, man, what you doing for the show? I had to explain the Emerald tablets, and they were like,
And they walked away.
Yeah, no, I'm so hard to talk to when I'm doing these episodes. That's why I like when you do your episodes. I can be personable again. What y'all doing for the show? I don't know. Not my problem this week. So, Mike, have you got anything you'd like to plug before we close?
I would like to
Buy the world of Coke?
No, because some people have diabetes, Kevin. I don't want to give them more diabetes.
It's Coke Zero.
Not true. Yeah, I guess I got nothing.
There's
Okay.
a Coke for everybody. For some,
Yeah.
it's cocaine.
Indeed. David, have you got anything you'd like to plug that isn't cocaine?
No projects I want to talk about at the moment, but I do want to plug that new Superman movie. Go see it. This is the type of Superman movie I've wanted for a while.
I'll see. Me and Mike are going to see it on Monday in IMAX. So, woo. I'm just going to say, go read Dungeon Crawler Carl. I really enjoyed my read through of Stormlight Archive, but I am fucking obsessed with Dungeon Crawler Carl. Ask Mike.
Yes, he is obsessed.
Yeah,
I always love the Mike, asked Mike. Mike goes, yes.
One of the things about Dungeon Crawler Carl, and actually all the books I've been reading, is there's a mental health element to all of it. Stormlight Archive, heal, stay alive, find reasons to live, life before death, all that stuff. Dungeon Crawler Carl, you will not break me. It's still mental health, but it's a very different kind.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's the vibe I had when I started Coda's World.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, the whole, hey, I did a comic. Great. I did another comic. What, another one? Okay, fuck you. I'm going to do this for 5 fucking years then. Out of fucking spite. Anyway, yeah, check out Dungeon Crawler Carl. So, if you would like to learn more about the shed, welcome once again to Cognitive Decline.
Oh, come on.
If you would like to learn more about the show, head to supernatpod.rocks. That is supernatpod.rocks. You can find a link to our Patreon, our Discord, our merch store, and every episode of this show and the Distraction Hole. So, thank you everyone for listening. We will see you next week. So until then, stay safe and stay frosty. Goodbye.
I'm never going to look at numbers the same way again.
I don't know if I can look at numbers.
Recorded 3 of 19 hours.
Yeah, man. I'm so... Yeah. I don't even remember what episode this is. I'm just going to say this is episode 2000 of season 88. Fuck it. Fuck you, numbers, you dumb bitches.